sorts of toys and games, you won't know what you'll find. Bringing back the good old days, days that we all left behind. Welcome to my dungeon, come have a look inside.
Hey there everybody, welcome back to the latest episode of this crazy little channel of mine called the Toy Dungeon SA. I'm Lionel Zanna, and this is part 2 of my latest toy haul. Last time was toys. Now I'm going to be talking about games, and this has obviously been a good month. I've got Sega Mega Drive games, I've got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games, so let's check it out. So the first game on my list that I have to talk about is a Mega Drive game, a Sega game, 16-bit, called Biohazard Battle. When I saw it online, it looked familiar, and I bought it. I just bought it. I do remember it. It is a game from my past. I remember my cousin used to have this game, and wow, what a game, what a find. I really enjoyed this game when I was a kid. It is totally different to any other 2D scroller space shooting games. Your spaceship is more like a creature. You get 4 different types of characters. You get 2 that look almost like fish type of spaceships, and the other 2 look more towards insects. This is what I like so much about the game, the simplicity of it, going through different alien atmospheres in other worlds. It's an awesome game. I love it to bits, and so glad I got it again. So next game I've got here is Rogue Galaxy. I got this at a charity shop, and this game is all about pirates in space. Very strange. Another one of these anime influenced games. Played it for quite a bit. Reminds me so much of Star Wars, just with pirates. Cool idea, I guess. So the next game I've got here is a 16-bit, and it's called Crude Buster. I remember this game as a kid, playing it in the arcades, about these 2 punks that are employed by the government after an apocalyptic event, trying to curb crime in the streets. The government employed these 2 huge punks, and it's a totally weird game, and I enjoy it, but I've never ever come across it in the wild on Mega Drive. So when I saw it, I took it. It's what I expected in the game. It's a lot of fun and a lot of laughs, because it's crazy ideas from 80s and early 90s that they've thrown in. Very cool to experience it again, and glad to have this for my collection. Next PlayStation 2 game I got here is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is not the only Harry Potter game I have to talk about today, and this is the better one of the 2. This one I really enjoy, almost exactly like the movie, and with the magic and the way that you use the magic in the game really pulls you into the game, and I was struggling to put it down because I didn't want to stop playing it. It's a lot of fun, and I had a great time playing it, and I'm happy to have this game. I didn't expect it to have this effect on me. For you out there that like magic and wizards and all that type of stuff, I think it's essential for anybody's collection, because this impressed me, this game. Really cool. So the next game I've got here is the Dirge of Cerberus. This is a Final Fantasy game, number 7. I found it in a charity shop and was next to nothing, so I took it, and it's in mint condition. Really cool game, the booklet and the disc. I don't know much about fighting fantasy. It reminds me a lot of Oni, the game with all that anime type of influence. I used to have it, but now I don't have it anymore. But glad to get something like that again. And this is a type of game that you need a lot of time to play and finish. But cool find. Awesome cover though. Yeah, we have another PlayStation 2 game. This one is called The Thing, and I played a little bit of it. And if you like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, something like that, story takes place in Antarctica, and there's some creature out there, and you and your team are on a mission to try and find out what's going on. It's a horror game, and it's very nerve-wracking playing the game in the dark the whole time, in the snow and the blizzards, with limited visibility and all these type of things. If you like this type of stuff, I guess this one would be good for your collection. So the next game I've got here is a PlayStation 1 game. and it's another Harry Potter game, because I don't know, I see online that Harry Potter's kind of hot right now. But nonetheless, it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This one my buddy Thomas sent to me in the previous toy haul. This is the second part of that haul, where I just do games that I found during the month. And this game came out in 2001, so many years ago, and it's almost in mint condition with the booklet and everything inside. Really cool to find something like this, and the playability is not bad. It's a lot of fun, exactly like the movie, but I find that the previous game that I reviewed, the Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix, is a much more fun and exciting game to play because it takes you into that mode. But to have the first one, not bad, and really happy to have it. Okay, so the next game I have here, another PlayStation 2 game called Beyond Good and Evil. This one I found at the charity shop, and it was next to nothing. But when I bought it, wow, what a beautiful copy. The game and the booklet there, everything is mint. Awesome. While playing the game, it's kind of bizarre. It's obviously in a different world, and I think the world gets kind of invaded by a certain type of people. It reminds me a lot of Journey to the West, that type of thing, but in space. Bizarre game. Started playing it, and adventure RPG game, and very happy to get it. It's not bad, and got a lot of good effects and different things that you don't normally see in other games. So yeah, I suggest it for anybody. If you come across it, check it out. Next PlayStation 2 game is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This is the second time I've got this game. I found this game at a car boot sale, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I love all the different type of modes of gameplay in it. First you're flying and shooting, and then you're on the ground. It's awesome. It's awesome. Full of action. Exciting playing this game. You're always on edge. Things are happening all the time, and this is why I enjoy this game, because it's got loads of entertaining action in it, and suggested for anybody's collection. So the next game I have here is a PlayStation 3 game. When I saw it online, I was so intrigued, and that's why I bought it. This game is called Naughty Bear, and when I started doing a little bit of research on it, I found that there were a lot of mixed feelings about it. There was a lot of controversy about it, so I bought the controversial game. And am I shocked? I can't believe that it's age restricted 12. I'd rather put it to 18, because it's about a bear that feels neglected by his peers on this island called Paradise Island, and he goes and he destroys everything. He takes all the other bears out. This very diabolical game, and I don't think it's appropriate for kids, even though it's plushies, and plushies to me is supposed to be a happy thing. Reminds me a lot of Tim Burton type of art, but nonetheless, this is totally unique game, and it's a little bit disturbing for me that they've gone this way in gaming. Cool to have for the collection. Yeah, what can I say? There's not much I can say that I can get in trouble for on multimedia, so yeah, be careful of this type of game. It's not right. It's just not right. So last but not least, this is another game that I got at the charity shop, and it was next to nothing, and it's Wolfenstein. I remember the first one when I was at school. We used to have computer class, which we did nothing in, and on the computer was Wolfenstein, the old game, and that's the first time I was introduced to it. Now they've released a new one on PlayStation 3 quite a while ago, and just to find it in the wild, very cool. And playing it, awesome gameplay, fighting in battle and war, but the difference between this game, it's got different weapons, anti-gravity weapons, so crazy, different type of things, and fun to play using all these different effects in the game. Really impressed by it, and I suggest it for anybody's collection. So finally come to the end of this video, which is the second half of my monthly toy haul, which I always do is games. I had to split them up because it's just getting too long. And wow, so blessed with so much. And a big special shout out to my buddy Thomas and another guy that I deal with on Facebook. He's got his own group where he sells games called XD Games. Guy's name is Wesley. Big shout out to you, buddy, for a lot of the cool stuff that you organized me. And happy with these guys because I trust them, and everything I've ever gotten from them has been of good quality. Nothing's broke. I don't have to worry about stuff like that, which I really appreciate, and I don't really have the time for it. So if you like this video and like what I do, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, cheers.